Hello everyone. Welcome to the another episode of Simplifying Management. Simplifying management is a mindset. Since decades, we have heard that HR is a cost center. Any harm having HR as a cost center? No. As most of the organization, HR is performing on those areas where converting their efforts into monetary terms is difficult. Agreed? Yes. Yes, it's a mindset that was cultivated in the mind of most of the HR professionals since beginning, and they carry on. Even I have not seen, with decades of my experience, any of the HR software or platform where they can produce the profit out of HR activities. I like to challenge that mindset. I like to monetize maximum functions of HR and try to establish HR as a profit center. You are ready? Okay, but first settle down. What do we mean by profit? So profit, three aspects: either earning or saving or value addition which we can monetize. Okay, so let's move. So this is the HR ecosystem, might not be visible, but it consists of almost all the functions: talent acquisition, hiring, onboarding, training and development, performance monitoring, budgeting, almost every aspect of HR. This is a holistic HR ecosystem which finally contribute to the business objective, and business objectives are profit, growth, sustainability and customer satisfaction. But this entire ecosystem, HR divided in different functions like compensation and benefit, performance management, employee engagement, statutory compliances, learning and development, and talent acquisition. So let's take talent acquisition first. Let's try to work out how we are going to calculate the profit out of this talent acquisition function. Nowadays it's very crucial. So talent acquisition consists of mainly three key parameters: cost, timeline and quality. So we have to work on all these parameters to calculate the profit. So let's start first from cost. So first aspect, hiring budget versus offer. So if your budget, position budget is 10 lakh, and if you hire a candidate of at 8 lakh CTC, it is a direct profit of 2 lakh. Mathematics, simple, plus and minus. Similarly, if you have a hiring budget of 8 lakh and you hire a candidate with a CTC of 10 lakh, it's a loss of 2 lakh. Simple mathematics, yes, but this is a plus and minus. You can work out if you want to really calculate on financial year perspective. So you can work out with the help of date of living and date of joining of the candidate and finally bring the financial year profit or loss in respect to this aspect. Let's move to the next cost aspect. Hiring cost. What if we outsource this function to the consultant, third party? In that case, we have to pay around 8.33% of the CTC to 15 or 20% of CTC, depend on the criticality of the position. So if we are taking care of entire activity with our internal resources, that means we are saving 8.33% of the CTC of each hired person. Suppose if we hire a person of 10 lakh of CTC to agency, we might end up by paying 83,300. But since we are doing it internally, that means we are saving 0.83 lakh against that particular position. So this 0.83 lakh you can book as your profit. I think it's a simple, clear. Now let's move to the next. Timeline. Most important, TAT. What is TAT? Usually it has been considered that TAT start from the date of resignation and end at the date of joining. So resignation date minus joining date is going to be the TAT period. Most critical function and very difficult to maintain. Even the champion of the talent acquisition function find it difficult to maintain the TAT. And usually it remains 60 to 90 days, depend on the organization. It is a manufacturing setup or IT setup, or even it depend on the position, whether it's a junior position or senior position. For lower position, different TAT targets, and for higher position, different TAT targets. Let's consider we have a target of 60 days, average TAT target of 60 days. If you have hired a person, a candidate with a 10 lakh of CTC, and the person join or the candidate join on 55th day, that means you have saved 5 days of productivity of that particular position. 5 days of productivity means it is simply equal to 5 days of CTC of that position, and if the CTC of that position is 10 lakh, you are going to save 0.13 lakh. You can count it as a profit. But similarly, if the candidate join on 65th day, then there is a loss of 5 days of productivity. That means loss of 5 days of CTC of that candidate, and there is a loss of 0.13 lakh against that position. Isn't it simple? Okay, so how we can calculate now the profit and loss? So cost saving 8.33% of the CTC. If we are doing it, we are taking care of entire activities internal from our internal resources. Hired person CTC minus budgeted CTC, this is another aspect, and saving from the TAT timings, and other saving if you have any. So these are your saving part, or rather say where you generate the revenue. And what about the expenses? So talent acquisition department cost, other cost of your resources like Naukri, if you are using Naukri or Monster portal licenses, your ATS licenses, any direct payment if you are making to an agency, if you outsource any particular position which you find difficult and outsource, so those costs, these are the expense part. So saving minus expense is equal to profit. If it is a positive, it is your profit. If it is a negative, then it is a loss. Means if you are saving more and expensing less, it's a profit. If you are saving less, expense out more, it's a loss. But you may say, this is not enough. I agree. There are other important aspects of talent acquisition as well, and those are related to quality. The quality of talent, the quality of CVs. So I will cover how we are going to calculate profit against those parameters which I have missed out in this, or rather say deliberately I just keep this entire this clip short. I am going to discuss all in my next episode. So keep watching, and if you have any query or suggestion, feel free to just contact me at management.simplifyer@gmail.com. Thank you. All the best. Take care. Bye bye. Keep making the profit.